Hey foodies, welcome and welcome back to Cooking with Kiana. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this super delicious and easy sausage and biscuits breakfast casserole. It is so delicious, doesn't take much effort to put together, and it will feed a lot of guests. So let's get right into the video. So first things first, you're going to need a can of biscuits. You want to make sure there's 8 biscuits in your pack. You're going to go ahead and cut those into quarters. Once you're all done cutting your biscuits into quarters, it should look a little something like this. You're going to separate them so they don't stick together, and then in the meantime you're going to grab a casserole dish and you're going to spray it with some non-stick cooking spray, or you're going to go ahead and grease it with some butter. Now you're going to go ahead and spread out all of those biscuits and add them evenly to the bottom of your casserole dish. In the meantime, you're going to set that aside, add 8 slices of bacon to your skillet, and then you're going to let that cook on medium heat. You want to make sure you add in the bacon before your skillet comes up to temperature. That way that fat can render off. So after 6 minutes, you want to go ahead and flip that over so you can cook the other side. So in total, you want to cook it for about 12 minutes or until it is nice and crispy. Once that bacon is nice and crispy, go ahead and remove that from the skillet. If you want to drain out some of that bacon fat, you can, but just make sure you leave a good amount in there. Then you're going to go ahead and take that bacon and just go ahead and cut those up into little bacon slices. Making sure you don't sneak and eat too many slices because we're going to need this to go inside the casserole. Now to the same pan that we cooked the bacon in, you're going to go ahead and add 1 cup of onion as well as 1 cup of diced bell peppers. You're going to go ahead and season this up with about 1 to 2 teaspoons of complete seasoning. Remember, we don't have to add too much seasoning in this because we're going to be adding in some sausage. So you want to go ahead and cook those onions until they are nice and soft and they are translucent. Then you're going to go ahead and add in your Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage. I'm using the maple one and I'm using about 2 pounds. You're going to cook that up until that is nice and brown, making sure you get some direct surface contact on there so your sausage can have those little charred marks on it. That's going to add another layer of flavor, so do not skip that step. Now let's move on to the egg mixture. So in a large bowl, you're going to crack 8 eggs and then you're going to follow that up with 2 cups of milk. Once you're all done, you're going to season this up with 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. Then I'm going to follow that up with 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of white pepper, and 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Now whisk this all together until it is well combined, so make sure you break up all of those yolks. And then you're going to go ahead and set that aside so we can get started on assembling our casserole. So first I'm going to start off by adding on all of that ground sausage mixture. Making sure you add all the juices too, because that is going to add a lot of flavor when that soaks up into that biscuit. Next, you're going to add on all of your chopped bacon, making sure you spread it out so it is spread evenly all over. Next, you're going to add on all of your cheeses. So I'm going to go in with about 1.5 cups of sharp shredded cheddar cheese. You can use mild cheddar cheese if you want. It's totally up to you. When you're adding the cheese on, just make sure you get the corners because y'all know that is the best part when it comes to casseroles. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add about 1/2 cup of mozzarella, and this is optional. The mozzarella is just going to help you get that cheese pull, so it's not really necessary. And the last step is just to take that egg mixture and pour it over the whole entire casserole. You want to make sure you get it everywhere. Then you're going to cover this with some foil. Make sure it is loosely covered so all of the cheese doesn't stick to the top. So take your time. Once it's covered, you're going to go ahead and pop this in a 350-degree oven for 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, you're going to go ahead and remove that foil. You can also stick a toothpick in the center if it comes out dry. That is how you know your casserole is done. And you're going to let it cook uncovered for about 20 minutes. And once it comes out the oven, you're gonna have the most delicious sausage and biscuit casserole. Boy, I'm telling you, this casserole is a must-have. I know the holidays are over, but if you have this for Christmas, it is definitely gonna be a hit on your breakfast table, or even just a Sunday morning breakfast. I kid you not, the whole family will definitely enjoy this one. That is why I left the full recipe in the description box below so you guys can make this at home. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.